Canes will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll bring it out. It's McCourty. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Ready, break. Here we go.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The completion short of the sticks. It's second down.
Let's go.
Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, a little icing on the Sunday to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it.
Touchdown, Hurricane!
It's so nice as a quarterback, and it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. The give to the back. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Rushes on him. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The throw finds a man on the left. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. big picture Miami. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches.
And they will score! Touchdown, Kane!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
He'll bring it out. It's McCourty. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Looking to the big tight end. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Now they've got even more.
Nice.
Out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. On the option. They can't corral the pass. The ball's on the ground. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Miami. The defense putting points on the board.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And now the offense will come onto the field again.
Easy.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go right back to it. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
What an opportunity here if you're on offense, right? After the great kick return, you're already down here in the red zone. It's third down now. You've got to be able to come away with a touchdown. This field position is too good to only settle for 3 points.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hurricane.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McCourty. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. On these option plays, you just have to take what the defense gives you. And if that means handing off the dive, or if that means pitching it, you got to do that. It can't always be about you. And I think the quarterback that time was really hoping it was going to be his number call, but there was nothing there. He tried to do too much. It's a huge negative play that sets this offense going in the wrong direction.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Leave it with them. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Rhodes. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it away from his own end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time.
Easy. Go.
The give on the action. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Snagged in the middle. It's Guerrero. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up big.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll pull it on the read. And it's a touchdown.
I think that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to help down with that one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They go to the ground.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, uses athleticism, uses speed, get to the ball carrier, and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's Rhodes.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now this offense is back on the field.
Read up. Here we go. Ready, go.
Rides the back and leads it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Trying to set up the screen. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Got his man on the right. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
It's tough on the defense. They're 3rd down. You're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback. You're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of hits.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the side.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect the quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in positions and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. He'll keep it himself. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now what they had in mind to start this drive, here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. The short hands, it's Maruga. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down run.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He unleashes a long one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target over the middle. And he's got enough with the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down, looking for more. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target.
That's a good idea offensively. Try to get this guy the football in space on the perimeter of the field, throwing him the swing pass, and see if he can make something happen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Well, speed is something that you simply can't coach, and this defense has it in bunches. You saw it that time on the option play. 3rd and long, They're trying to get it to the pitch man to see if he can outflank the defense. No can do. He gets a couple of yards, but not before the defense is able to rally to him and get him down.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Inside the 25, he'll snap it from the 24. First down. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires toward the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Throwing right. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Green 25. Longer, go.
He's looking to throw. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Gorilla.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Glenn. He gets a block. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
He'll bring it out. It's McCourty. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Quarterback keeps it. Hard running there. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Scanning the field, it's Sharp. Gets it out quickly. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Blasted as he lets it go.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Good timing on the quick move. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They'll run it from the gun. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are, and looking, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Trying to escape and get it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half of the day. Well, it's a fumble. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Running out, searching for a hole. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Rhodes. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Maldonado. Still running at the 40. There he goes. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Well, not every explosive play in the passing game needs to be a 70-yard bomb down the field. If you find your running back in the progression, you just get it to him quickly. He's one of the most dangerous guys on the field with the ball in his hands, and he showed you that. Great vision, great speed, Phenomenal job after the catch, and it's a big play for the offense in the passing game.
The run to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job on his defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sharp. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one.
Seems like we need to connect real quick.
Decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. On target to the left. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Finds a little space. First down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll rip the chains. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Working that left side. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense set for a first down play. Wants to go up top on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Base 27 jump.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Makes the stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And they can't make the connection on third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And
breaks into the open. They bring him down with a big play. They'll move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Hunt is on its way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Sharp. Extending the play. Makes the catch. Whipping up a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 for the first down.
this has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're...
It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football, they're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far. So can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
They kick it away on 4th down. Calls for the fair catch, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back.
22.
Back to pass, it's Sharp. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Cabral. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first position.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Now on second down. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't. And keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. And they'll take a knee. Behind the chains now on second and long. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.